lesson before your mini test 2 for Unit 6 is solving rational equations. Okay, so now we're really going to solve, okay? All right. So the first step in solving rational equations is to get all the fractions to have the least common denominator. So the LCD. Are you guys okay if I just put denom for short? Okay. Thank you. A period. All right. Then the second step is to cross out, and not too crazy, just lightly cross out or ignore the denominator. Next, you're going to solve for x. And then next, you're going to check for extraneous solutions. Okay. Checking for extraneous solutions means that you're going to plug it into the LCD that you found, all right? Here's the thing. How do you know if it's extraneous? Well, when you plug it into the LCD, does it equal 0? Because if it equals 0, then it's an extraneous solution. Okay? I don't care if it equals 5, 5,000, 0.5, doesn't matter. As long as it's just not 0, then it's a solution. Okay? All right, so let's try example 1. All right, so let's look at this first one. All right, guys. So first off, what is my LCD? X minus 3. And I know that because, look, my first fraction and my second fraction, the denominators are the same. So I don't have to do anything special. This is just x minus 3. Okay. So then that means this one doesn't need anything, this one doesn't need anything, right? I don't have to multiply. So I'm going to lightly cross out the denominator. And then everything on the top there, that's your equation. So we have x equals 6. That's it? Yeah, that's it for this one. Yeah. So now we have to, now we have to check. Okay? That means we got to plug it into the LCD. So if my LCD is x minus 3, well then plug in your 6 for that x. So then if you have 6 minus 3, what is that? Is that 0?
Oh, yeah.
No, 6 minus 3. That's not 0, it's 3. So it didn't equal 0, so this is a solution. So I'm going to put a check mark, I'm going to put a yes. I don't care what number it is. Okay? Let's go on to the next one. Number 2. Guys, do I need to find the LCD here? No. What's the LCD? All right. These two are the same, right? Okay, let's lightly cross it out. That's so fun. Then look, up at the top, what do we have? Equals 5. Now let's solve for x. Minus the 5. So x equals 0. Not a solution. Good. I need to check by plugging it into my x. And does it equal 0? Well, my answer that I got was 0. So if I plug it in for that x, well then, yeah, 0 equals 0, right? So this one is, oh no, I'm sorry, x. It is not a solution. If it equals 0 when you plug it into the LCD, then it's not a solution. Okay? Pretty good, right? All right, questions so far? No. All right. Let's look at number 3. So, LCD. Let's see. Guys, whenever we do equations and finding the LCD, you don't have to have it in every single fraction, like x. You don't have to have 3 x's. As long as you have just more than one, that could be a factor that can come down, okay? But it doesn't matter in this case. What's in fraction 1? What's in fraction 2? What is your LCD? Okay. So, what is your first fraction missing to look like the LCD? All right, so multiply both of these by 2, right? Top and the bottom. What's the second one missing? X, so multiply the bottom and the top. And then we have to cross out the denominator. Then I have, what's 2 times 2? Equals, what's x times x? Yeah. Oh. Listen, we're not solving for x squared, we're solving for x. How do you get rid of that power? Good. Square root. Good. Because when you draw the square root, you gotta put what? Plus or minus. Good job. So that crosses out. We have x equals plus or minus 2. So this means we have a negative 2 and we have a positive 2. So if I check, I need to check both of those. So plug it into 2x. Okay? So I need to check 2 times positive 2. And I need to check 2 times negative 2. Do you agree? Any of those equal 0? No. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times negative 2 is, yeah, right? So both of these work. I mean, I could even put 2 check marks to show that they both work. 2 yeses. All right. So number 4. Okay, number 4. All right. First off, let's put a 1 underneath that 2 over 1, right? Because we like keeping them the same. We want fractions. So let's go and find the LCD. So fraction 1, guys, what is in the denominator? 2. Fraction 2? Fraction 3? Okay. Do you see any that's more than 1? No. This is 2x, right? Good. Remember, because they're all multiplying. You could bring down the 1, but it's just the 1 times 2 times x, which is 2x. So now, what is this first one missing to look like the LCD? Okay. And up here, what's the second one missing? Good. And what is the third one missing? X and the what? 2. So 2x. Okay. Oh yeah. Cross out the bottom. And then everything you need is up at the top. X times 3 is 3x. Plus, what's 1 times 2? Equals 4x. So, let's solve this. What should I do? Yup, move that 3x. You got to subtract it over. Then you have 2 equals x. you, Alex. 2x is what I need to plug it into. So that's 2 times 2, which is it 0? No, it's 4. So this tells me that yes, this is a solution. Pretty good, right? All right. You good? All right, let's look at this one. So I see how x minus 1 is connected by a minus, so I need to put parentheses around it. This 3x plus 2 is connected by a plus, so I need to put parentheses around that. Just to remind myself, I can't, like, split these up, right? Okay, so, well, LCD. Let's find the LCD first. Fraction 1. What's in the denominator? X minus 1. What's in the denominator of fraction 2? Good. Do you see any factors? Do you see any that are more than 1? Like parentheses, the whole thing? No. So everybody just has to come down. This is x minus 1 times 3x plus 2. That is my LCD, okay? It's just like when we did the adding and subtracting, right? So what is the first fraction missing to look like the LCD? What is this guy missing? Good. That one's missing the 3x plus 2. So I'm going to multiply by 3x plus 2 on the bottom and on the top. And what is the second one missing? Good. X minus 1. So whatever I multiply on the bottom, I have to multiply on the top. And, yep, but you know what? Let's do this fun part. You got to cross out the bottom. And then let's rewrite this. 3 times 3x plus 2 equals 4 times x minus 1. Jenny said, do we distribute? Do you guys agree? Yeah. Agree, yes. You must distribute. Okay, so let's distribute this. I want you guys to get a head start. All right, so now I have, let's see, I'm going to subtract the 4x so that I have 5x plus 6 equals negative 4, yes? And then minus the 6 so that I have 5x equals negative 10. Did you get x equals negative 2?
Yeah.
All right. So x equals negative 2. Did you check? Okay. So in order for me to check, I have to plug it into that LCD. So let's see, negative 2 minus 1 times 3 times negative 2 plus 2. And you know what you can do is just plug it into both of those separately and then multiply the two if you want. But to be honest with you guys, if you plug it into this and you plug it into that, and one of those gives you a 0, then it's not a solution. Did any one of those give you a 0, or does this whole thing equal 0? No. Nope. All right, so this one is a solution. It's a yes. Are we okay with that? Okay. So let's do number 12. So number 12, okay, huh? Yeah. Oh my God, number 6.
You said 12.
What? I say number 12. Who said 12?
You did.
Oh no. Oh, was that the answer for the last one? Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy person. So, number 6, not number 12. So, we have just that plain old x, so I'm going to put over 1. We have that plain old negative 5, so I'm going to put over 1. Okay, let's go find the LCD. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Fraction 1, what's in my denominator? 1. Fraction 2, fraction 3. So what is my LCD? X. Good. So what is the first one missing to look like the LCD? X. So remember, whatever you multiply on the bottom, you got to multiply on the top. What is the second one missing? Yeah, but it doesn't matter if I multiply by 1. No. What about the third one? X. Yes. Good. So fun part, cross out, cross out. Then I have x times x, which is x squared, plus 6 equals negative 5x. Why did you say, oh no, we have to factor? What factoring method? I see an x squared, I see an x, and I see a number, and. So can we please make a little note here? We have to say make it equal to 0 to am factor. Okay? All right, so in order to make this equal to 0, I'm going to add that 5x. So then now I have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. All right, so am. Mitchell, can you see like that? You just look so uncomfortable. All right. Two numbers that multiply to give me a positive, I'm sorry, what? Positive 6 add to give me 5? What? 3 and 2? Oh my goodness, excuse me. 3 and 2, okay. Since this is a plain old x squared, I could go straight into my double parentheses. And I can say x plus 3, x plus 2. Good. Mini equations, thank you. So x plus 3 equals 0, which is x equals what? Negative 3, yeah? And I have x plus 2 equals 0, which is, thank you. So that means I need to plug in both of these solutions into the LCD and see if any of those gives me 0. Well, you know, we're lucky because the LCD is just x, right? So it's just asking you, is this 0? Now, so this one is a solution. And the other one? Yeah, this one's a solution. Good. Okay. How is this? Okay, so number 7. So number 7 is interesting because remember I said we can find the LCD, but if you can factor the denominator, if you can factor it, you must. Look at that second denominator, x squared minus 1. Can you factor it? Yeah, that's a dose. So if you dose factor this, then what do you get? Good. X plus 1, x minus 1. So let's go and find our LCD. First fraction, we have an x plus 1. Second fraction, we have x plus 1 times x minus 1. Anything you see that's more than 1? X plus 1. So I'm going to write that 1 time. And then this x minus 1 is there, so I'm going to bring that down. That's my LCD. So remember, now I'm going to go and see what each of these fractions is missing to look like the LCD. This first one, what does this first one need? Thank you. X minus 1. So multiply the top by x minus 1. Is the second one missing anything? No. All right. So now one part, cross out the bottom. And then I have 3 times x minus 1 equals 1. Guys, I want you to solve this for x. And then check it, please. Did you distribute? Did you get x equals 4/3?
Yeah. I
Perfect.
got x equals 1.
No, because it's minus 3. So you gotta add the 3.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so x equals 4/3. That means I need to plug it into the LCD. So guys, basically plug it into each of these and then multiply it together. See if any of those equal 0. So 4/3 plus 1. Does that give me 0? 4/3 minus 1. Does that give me 0? No, so this one is a solution. All right, so this one. Okay, you know what, this one looks a little funny because it says 4 minus x, but that's okay, all right? Let's find the LCD because clearly those two denominators are not the same. They're connected by a plus and a minus, so I know that they get parentheses around them. First fraction, I have 2x plus 1. Second fraction, I have 4 minus x. Guys, do you see anything that's more than 1? Like factors, whole factors? Nope. So everyone comes down. All right, so let's look at each fraction. And let's see what they're missing. What is that first one missing? Good, 4 minus x. What is the second one missing? 2x plus 1. So you got to multiply the top by 2x plus 1. Huh? What happened? Did you say you're done?
No, I was ignoring her.
And then you just cross out the bottom. And then you have x times 4 minus x equals 5 times 2x plus 1. And you know what? I should probably move this over here to make it a little bit easier. There we go. Align it better. Yeah? Now it looks like we need to distribute on both sides. Do you agree? Okay, so let's see. X times 4 gives me 4x minus x squared equals 10x plus 5. All right, so we need to make this equal to 0. And you know what? I don't like it when it's a negative x squared. I always want to make it positive. So I'm going to add the x squared. What happened? What happened? Wait a minute, wait a minute, what happened? What happened? What happened? Hold on. Hold on. There's nothing getting thrown anywhere. Oh my goodness.
We're kidding, it's an expression.
I know, I hope so. And then let's make it equal to 0. Oh no.
Oh my god, like you don't understand how much I love kids.
So 0 equals x squared plus 6x plus 5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. AM. Right? What are two numbers? You know what? Throw me two numbers that multiply to give me 5 and add to give me good. 5 times 1 has to give me 6. So double parentheses, x plus 5, x plus 1. So guys, what are my two x's? X equals
minus 5 and that's minus
Okay, x equals negative 5, x equals negative 1. Alright, I have x equals negative 5, x equals negative 1. I gotta plug it into my LCD.
Yes, they're both yeses.
Yeah.
Are they? You know what? I'm gonna just write it here because I can't see my LCD. So, can I just do that and then I'll scroll up? Okay. So I gotta plug it into those. Okay, so if I plug it into 2x plus 1, and then if I plug it into 4 minus x, okay, so then does that give me 0 if I plug in 5? No. Does that give me 0 if I plug in 5? No. Okay, so then this one is good, you're right. And then this one, does it give me 0 if I plug in negative 1?
No.
And here? Perfect. So they are both yeses.
Yay.
Yay! Okay. Look at how we're almost done. This is insane.
You have like 2 more.
Oh my gosh!
And
Two
it's like
more.
2 empty.
Oh man, you have so much time to do stuff.
What if I just got 9?
To review for the test next class. So good. I know. So, Alex, out of control.
I got another shower.
Fraction 1, what's in the denominator?
X plus
plus
2.
2.
X plus 2. Fraction 2, what's in the denominator?
X.
Fraction 3
X.
times.
X plus 2.
Okay, so this is what I've been talking about, okay? Guys, do you see any factors that are like where you have them more than once?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
X.
The x. So that counts. And then x plus 2. You see how it's not in all three, but that's okay. As long as I have more than one, I can still circle it and use it as 1, okay? So that means I need to go see what each of these is missing. What is that first one missing to look like the LCD? X. What's the second one missing? So remember, whatever you multiply on the bottom, you gotta multiply on the top. Is the third one missing anything? No. Alright, so
But they hold me back.
So,
I was like,
cross out, and then we have 2x Alex minus 1 times x plus 2 equals negative 4. So now, tell me, guys, there's something here that always gets my students every year.
You gotta distribute.
Thank you. Distribute the what?
1. No. Negative 1.
Negative 1. Yes. I know. That negative 1 always gets them. 2x minus x minus 2 equals negative 4. Guys, I want you to solve this one, please, and go and check. See if it works. Alright. X minus 2 equals negative 4. Now what?
Plus 2.
So, x equals negative 2. Guys, let's check this. Tell me, does it work? Let's see. I gotta plug it into this LCD right here. So, this is nice because it's pretty easy for me to plug it into. You can plug that whole thing into your calculator. Tell me if you get 0. Huh? You don't get 0? So when I plug this in, I get a 0, right? Jenny, we get a 0. So then that means this is not a solution. It is extraneous. So you could put an X, you could put no, you could put EXT, you can put all of them. Just please show me that you checked. Okay, so with this one, we gotta find the LCD. A lot of you guys are like, you got a factor. Yeah, but look, the only one you need to factor is this last one here, is AM. What are two numbers that multiply to give you a negative 10 and add to give you a negative 3? What are, good, negative 5 too. Thank you, Mitchell. So this is x minus 5, x plus 2. Okay? So let's go and find the LCD. I mean, this really isn't bad at all. Fraction 1, 2, and 3. Fraction 1, we have x minus 5. Fraction 2, x plus 2. Fraction 3, x minus 5 times x plus 2. What do you see that's more than 1? X minus 5 and x plus 2. So that means that is my LCD. Now, what is the first fraction missing to look like the LCD? X plus 2. And remember, whatever you multiply on the bottom, you got to multiply on the top. Second one, x minus 5. And the last one, nothing. All right, so then I need to cancel out the bottom. And then I have my equation at the top. So x times x plus 2 plus 3 times x minus 5 equals 7x. What do I need to do? Distribute. Good. You do have to factor again. You're right. Because you see an x squared, you see an x, and you see a number. So I know this is AM. But combine like terms, like these guys right there. So I have x squared plus 5x minus 15 equals 7x. Good. Move over that 7x. Good. So x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. And now that is your AM. Not bad. At least I didn't make you guys do the swing AM. I don't think so. Maybe on the homework. But no, I don't think so. I didn't think so on the homework either. Alright, so what two numbers multiply to give me negative 15 and add to give me negative 2? Negative 5 and 3. Good. So this would turn into x minus 5, x plus 3 equals 0. Mini equations. So x equals what? Good. X equals 5, x equals negative 3. Good job, guys. So let me see what happens when I plug it in. So I'm going to plug in 5. If I plug it into that one, 5 minus 5, what do I get?
0.
0? Oh my goodness, one of these already equals 0. So is x equals 5, is that a solution? No. How about if I plug in negative 3? So into that one again. We plug in negative 3 minus 5.
No. 3.
I mean, that's negative 8, right? So now I'm going to try this one, just to be safe.
No.
Negative 3 plus 2. Negative 1, not 0. So this one is a solution. Yeah?